Hello again, Jonas Funston here and Ashley McCaffrey with the Epic Phoenix Real Estate team here in beautiful sunny Arizona with another Vacation Rental 101 video. Today we are going to talk about what makes a great vacation rental listing. Obviously you want your property to stand out, so there's definitely a lot of things that you need to, a lot of boxes you need to check with that.
Yep, absolutely. We touched upon this in a previous video that the secret sauce for something here in Metro Phoenix is the higher the bedroom count, the better. Mm-hmm. So we suggest a minimum of a 4-bedroom single family home in a non-HOA or in an HOA where it is vacation rental friendly. Mm-hmm. And an absolute must is a private pool that is heated, or you have to kind of like agree with us that you will put on a pool heater because it will really kind of extend that season. And Absolutely. It's something that people really look for in listings. Definitely.
Yeah, no, that's a big one. I mean, the peak months that most people are going to be traveling here, the outside temperature is spectacular. You know, we've got the very, mild winters, and spring and fall is spectacular, but with this being the desert, we get those extreme high to lows. So the water temperature gets a little brisk. Most of the homes don't have heated pools. So that's maybe a subsequent investment that you need to look to do, but that's a big one. Bedroom bathroom count.
Yep. Having
ensuite bathrooms is a huge plus. So if you, for example, have a 4-bedroom and a 3.5 bath, and 3 of those bathrooms are ensuite, that's huge. That's huge.
It's huge.
Resort style amenities. Obviously, location. You don't need to beat that over the head. Location's always mission critical. But being close to things where guests are going to want to travel and they're going to want to do stuff, because it could be a beautiful home, but if you're out in the sticks and it's going to be an hour each way to go do these awesome events, not going to be as attractive and desirable.
Absolutely. Another thing that we talk about is Jonas and I look at houses all day, every day. It's a part of the this career that we love, but we really have been able to determine what would make a good vacation rental and what wouldn't based on aesthetic. Mm-hmm. So when you're looking through Airbnb or VRBO, you tend to see a lot of the same types of homes with the whites and the blacks and the grays and modern and beautiful.
Sea of sameness, we call it.
It's the sea of sameness.
It's pretty, but they all look the same, right? So you want something that's going to stand out.
They look like primary residences.
Yeah.
Something that you're looking to market towards a vacationer or something that's going to be more of a short-term rental. You want something that's going to be a little different and a little quirky, and something that's going to set your listing apart. 100%. So whether that be, like kind of kitschy wall art outside, or, whatever it is that sets you apart is going to really command those eyes. And we talk a lot about furnishings, and Jonas has been a huge proponent of that Southwest sort of style.
It's not my personal forte per se, but when you look at, when you're going to travel, I always say you need to think like your guests. You need to think like your customer. So if we're going to stay in, Hawaii, or if we're going to stay in New York or wherever it may be, we're looking for hotels or vacation rentals, and we want it to look and feel like that area, right? You kind of want to feel immersed. Like when you're in the Southwest, here in Arizona, Sonoran Desert, you want it to feel like Arizona. So it doesn't mean you need to go, crazy Southwest theme. I mean, there's ways to kind of taper it down to kind of make it,
It can be tasteful.
It
can be done well and eloquently, where it still commands those eyes, but it's not tacky.
Yep. If you're not going that route, because a lot of times our clients are they're going to be using this property themselves. So they're like, look, I get it might rent a little bit more. If I see a Cocapelli or a Navajo blanket, it's not for me. If that's the case, that's fine.
Totally.
Just make sure that your property does have those features that stand out a little bit more. I'm also big on spending extra money on accessories and decor and plants and that sort of thing. We just go through so many listings, not only on like the resale side, but on the vacation rental space. And, we encourage you to do this exercise yourself. Just jump on there and see what's out there. There is a lot more poorly done properties than properties that are done well.
Absolutely. And when we talk to you about pricing and how much you can command per night, those rates are really going to be based on you following 100%. Our recommendation on making it an experience for a guest. It's not just somewhere where they're going to go and hang their hat for a couple of nights. Like, we want this to be a true experience for them.
You just said something huge. Experience is giant. So when somebody's coming here, what are they going to be doing, right? So, maybe spending a couple extra dollars and buying, some golf clubs that they could use, some pool floats, some, mountain bikes if you're up kind of by where some trails are. and then take photos of that, right? So then that way they know that, hey, we've got these great amenities, we've got cornhole in the back, we've got bocce, whatever that may be. You know, it's an experience. They're on vacation. They want to feel like they're on vacation. And talking about photos, professional photography.
Yes.
Spend the money, or have the management company that spends the money to do this. Photos and videos sell properties. I don't care if you're talking about resale. I don't care if you're talking about rental. I don't care if you're talking about vacation rentals, that sort of thing. You know, again, they're putting in their criteria, they're putting in their dates, they're putting in their budget, and then all of a sudden they're going to get a list of properties. You want your property to jump off the page. So if somebody's sitting here doing photos on, you know, their iPhone or a flip phone, and it's dark and gloomy and not wide angle and, you know, not the right settings, it's just not going to get people as excited, you know, to book your property. So spend the money to properly market it, have a great description written up. Don't just do the basics. Like we see these really basic descriptions. You're like, oh, beautiful property in near Old Town, you know, with a pool. It's like, okay, cool. So
you're like you and literally everyone else on Airbnb.
Yeah,
like
sell the sexiness.
Yeah.
So, you know, good write up on that. You know, flexibility with the bookings. You know what I mean? Advertising your cancellation policy, what your flexibility are for, you know, bookings and refunds, and if kids are permitted, if pets are permitted. The more flexible you make it, the broader pool of guests you're going to have that are going to want to book. So you need to find that balance between obviously what you're comfortable with and what's going to attract those eyeballs.
Yeah, absolutely. When we talk about setting your property apart too, something that I know Jonas and I are real big advocates for is, you know, have coffee pods stocked.
Totally.
Have coffee creamer, syrups.
Photograph
it. Leave a bottle of wine. Leave a handwritten note. You want for your property to be. You just really, if you want to command top rent, it needs to stand out.
Absolutely.
And you need to treat your guests like you are really grateful that they're there, and those small, and you are, but those small little gestures really tell somebody that.
We'll do a deeper dive on this in another video, but a big one that we're going to do a whole video on is reviews, because you will live and die by your reviews. So people want to book where they're comfortable, and obviously clients' experience or people's experience that have booked is going to be a tall tale sign as far as what somebody can expect.
Yeah.
But until then, thank you so much again for your time. Hopefully there was great value here. Please like and subscribe and follow us. That way we can keep creating this amazing content for you all. And don't hesitate to reach out. When you do, you're going to be working with
us.
So thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day. And until then, we'll see you soon.